I want to talk about, and here's the headline, Why Your Brain Hates Slowpokes. Why your brain hates slowpokes. Now, maybe you're the slowpoker in the family or the relationship, or the slowpokey, but if you're not a slowpoker, then your brain, we go nuts. So I'm going to read you some from this article, which is an amazing website called Nautilus, which collects articles from around the world. They actually have something, they call it Sidewalk Rage. So it says, not long ago, I diagnosed myself with a recently identified condition of sidewalk rage. It's most pronounced when it comes to a certain friend who is a slow walker. Last month, as we sashayed our way to dinner, I found myself biting my tongue thinking, I have to stop going places with her if I ever want to get there. Close quote. You can measure yourself on the, this is for real, pedestrian aggressiveness syndrome scale. The pedestrian aggressiveness syndrome scale, which is developed at the University of Hawaii. While walking in a crowd, do you find yourself, quote, acting in a hostile manner, staring, presenting a mean face, moving closer or faster than expected, or enjoying thoughts of violence? Close quote. Slowness rage is not confined to the sidewalk, of course. Slow drivers, slow internet, slow grocery lines, they all drive us crazy. Once upon a time, cognitive scientists tell us, patience and impatience had an evolutionary purpose. They constituted a yin and a yang balance, a finely tuned internal timer that tells us when we waited too long for something and should move on. When that timer went buzz, it was time to stop foraging at an unproductive patch or abandon a failing hunt. But that time is gone. The fast pace of society has thrown our internal timer out of balance. It creates expectations that can't be rewarded fast enough or rewarded at all. When things move more slowly than we expect, our internal timer even plays tricks on us, stretching out the wait, summoning anger out of proportion to the delay. And when we look at what's going on, it does come back to, which I talk about a lot, the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight, which is the, geared up, angry, amygdala, go, in a hurry, got to get there. And the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest, which is chill and digestion and all of that. And what they talk about in this article and other articles I reviewed is that it's all about, the yin yang or the balance that is out of whack. And that's when we get frustrated. And they say in the articles, the research, it's again, like life, it's all about expectations. If we think it's going to take an hour to get someplace and it takes an hour to get there or 55 minutes, then we're happy in our construct, we're happy. If we think something's going to take us a half an hour to get there and it takes us an hour, even if we were wrong about the understanding, that's when time speeds up, time collapses. That's when we're in our fight or flight mode and everything takes forever. So it's all about balance. And it comes back to just everything. It's sort of like over the years when I was looking at what do you do if a person has bipolar disorder, if a person has insomnia, all these different disorders or health, this or that, it all comes down to the same things. You see it. It's all like cut and paste. You got to eat properly. You got to exercise. You got to manage your stress. You got to get enough sleep because that's what creates balance in the system. So if we're looking at sidewalk rage or anything else or high blood pressure or the anxiety associated that exacerbates the symptoms of Parkinson's, you'll see the same prescription. In addition to whatever medications that they provide, it's these same tools to create balance, integration in our system. Sidewalk Rage, in case you were wondering. The title again is the Pedestrian Aggressiveness Syndrome Scale. We have a poem by Shel Silverstein called Bear in There. Bear in There was written by the Oscar-nominated, Grammy-winning poet Shel Silverstein. It was published in 1981 in his collection of poems called A Light in the Attic. and love human creativity, particularly when it comes to children's poems. Here we are. Fun. There's a polar bear in our Frigidaire. He likes it 'cause it's cold in there. With his seat in the meat and his face in the fish and his big hairy paws in the buttery dish. He's nibbling the noodles, he's munching the rice, he's slurping the soda, he's licking the ice. And he lets out a roar if you open the door, and it gives me a scare to know he's in there, that polary bear in our Frigidaire. Thank you, Shel. Have a good day, and we'll connect soon.